to expectations, hence bringing them all together. This will be a one-of-a-kind community in the whole of Gurgaon. We have left no stone unturned to ensure this becomes one of the most advanced technology that we're using in putting together the entire project, not just one, but many to come in the future as well. This will be the future of living. The meticulous planning, like I talked about, it'll be timeless, it'll be absolutely planned for tomorrow, not just for today. This will be the next pin code of Gurgaon. There's no doubt about it, this will be the next pin code of Gurgaon. Whatever that we've learned in our 8 decades of experience in the country, and some of the finest developments like DLF 5 and DLF Golf Links here, we're putting all of that experience in designing and planning DLF Privana as a neighborhood. This is where Gurgaon 2.0 begins. What does that mean? In the past 3 decades back, there was nothing called a Gurgaon city. We envisioned it as a knowledge city. The press started calling it the Millennium City. What does that mean today? Millennials from across the country, from across NCR have come and settled here. They have contributed to what we today call as the real estate marvel of the country. Some of the most expensive, some of the most spectacular real estate destinations have been formed here. And contributing and adding to that is DLF Privana. While we have announced all the successes so far, what is really heartwarming to see that press also agrees to the fact this will be the most ambitious and aspirational neighborhood in the entire Gurgaon and possibly in the entire country. With that, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Gaurav Chhabra, Senior Vice President Sales, to take us through what we are doing right now in the DLF Privana ecosystem.
Thank you, Gaurav, for a lovely introduction. And a very warm, pleasant good evening to all of you who have gathered here today amidst us, amidst this serene environment which we proudly call as DLF Golf and Country Club, to unveil the next phase in our growth story, in our benchmark development called DLF Privana. I take immense pride in part of this journey, and we'll share some key insights into what is making this truly livable global standard ecosystem which we're trying to create in Privana. So as Gaurav mentioned, it's meticulously designed. We've got the best of global experts who are collaborating with us for this market development, ranging from facade design, structural design, landscaping, traffic management. We're looking at every bit and pieces which make a township successful and livable and enjoyable. Very, very essential, while we have modern structures coming up, at the same time they need to be pedestrian friendly. There are dedicated pathways for all ages, as well as soft corners to ensure that people are walking comfortably and safely through the day and night. Live in harmony with nature. Nature is central to our entire planning of Privana. I'm sure most of you have been to the site, you will realize whether it's inside the project or outside the project, whether it is the Aravali greens, whether it's the approximate to leopard trail, or whether it is the 75 to 80% landscape greens inside the project. That is how seriously we're taking the nature being part of the entire ecosystem. Well, I'm sure you have all accessed these roads. It is not just about connectivity or proximity to key landmark developments, but it is also about how well planned the roads are in those areas. Roads flanked by 12 meters of service roads, wheat-line avenues and pathways, which ensure that you seamlessly reach your homes and your destinations likewise smoothly and safely. Well, this is modern India, it's modern world, everybody is fitness conscious, and we want to enable that people enjoy the neighborhood, the ecosystem, not just inside global standards, gymnasiums and workout areas, but also even outdoor amenities. We have for the first time doing dedicated and unobstructed jogging tracks, cycling tracks, so that you can exercise without the fear of traffic. Safety in every corner. Every corner of the Privana township is extremely well lit, whether it's internal roads or external roads. We want to ensure that area people feel safe, residents feel safe during day and night, whether they go out for walks or cycling or jogging or even in the cars or with their families. Well, this is something which is, I think, cornerstone of any large reputed real estate developer. And we take immense pride in this, that DLF deploys the best of global contractors to build structures which will withstand even Zone 5 seismic forces. That is the quality of development which we're doing at site. Again, something very integral, which is an integral part of DLF growth, and exemplified by our benchmark projects, whether you look at super luxury projects inside golf links or even DLF 5. We believe in having sustainable projects, giving back to the nature, whether it is through our own water treatment plants, sewage treatment plants, rainwater harvesting, and various other technologies. We intend to have long-term sustainable projects, residential and commercial, so that they are sustainable and give immense pleasure and enjoyment to residents as well as to we give back to nature as well. I think you would all agree that where we are sitting right now, and which has become the benchmark of ecosystem in India, a neighborhood which is DLF 5, why it is so safe and secure, because there is 24/7 surveillance. We are replicating exactly similar model in Privana, whether it is our QRT quick response teams, whether it is CCTV camera and surveillances, whether there is various proximity and access, ready access to ambulances, to fire stations, everything else. We are enabling 24/7 emergency readiness in case of any emergency or eventuality. That is a level of detailed planning which is going into ensuring we provide you a safe and secure environment to live in. Unmatched connectivity. You all know what Leaf has done to New Gurgaon, to sector 74 to 78. Well, you are right at the cusp of connectivity, which is connecting Southern Peripheral Road with Central Peripheral Road, connecting Delhi-Jaipur highways, Delhi-Mumbai corridor, and of course, access to airport. I'm sure you all read the papers recently. The trials have already begun in the Dwarka Expressway tunnels leading up to the airport itself. That will further ease our connectivity with the airport also. Yes, we are transit ready, we are future ready. Slew of measures have been announced by the government as well, which will further enhance the appeal of connectivity and transit in those areas. Whether you look at elevated SPR corridor, recently Mr. Gadkari has announced Skybus, an elevated corridor connecting Delhi, Gurgaon, Manesar. Or whether you look at MRTS or RRTS, various measures have been taken place and have been announced, which are some of them are already started at ground, which will elevate the livability, elevate the connectivity aspect for all the residents. An ecosystem is a true ecosystem when there's a good marriage between top-end residential developments and commercial developments. We all have seen the success of Cyber Hub, Cyber City, various other projects like Horizon, etc., and what comfort it provides to residents who are looking at easy access, walk to work for their offices, for their work. As you all are aware, we firmly believe that Privana is at a location which is a pivotal location. It is an epicenter of a new development, and already many of the top corporates have already opened their global offices there. To name a few, American Express, I'm sure all of you are aware. DLF has done a build-to-suit campus with them, and other brands like Air India, BMW Training Center, TCS, PepsiCo have already opened their corporate offices in those areas. With time, this is only going to grow, and very soon you will have greater office complexes to enable residents to have quick access to your workplaces as well. And all in being a very end-user driven, yet leaving something on the table for the long-term customers who are looking at some appreciation as well from our projects who enter at this particular stage. Very happy to share these numbers. If you look at the screen, these are all market data available. Within last 1.5 years, we launched 2 phases of Privana, especially South and West, and within last 1 year, this is the level of appreciation which is already visible, available in the market. 20 to 30% appreciation on the base price, on the base values, which is almost 2,400 to 5,800 or per square feet increase in the price itself on per square feet basis on built-up areas. That is a level of appreciation which we already delivered in 2 past phases of Privana, and with the new phase coming up, it's only going to go up further. Well, it is now taking shape. I'm sure all of you have been to the site. A vision which was born 1.5 years ago with Privana South is rapidly making pace. We have global contractors in place, greater contractors like ACC and KPIL who are working on our South and West phases. Very happy to share with you, 35% of collections are already booked in system, and we are completely on track as per our construction schedule in delivering these projects in the committed timelines. These are actual images. Very happy and proud to share that we already have finished basement and drafting work across both phases. Just bear this in mind, these are mega projects. Measuring 36 acres in the first 2 phases alone. That is the scale of development which we are doing, and that too completely on time. That is the level of commitment we have to our customers, to our channel partners, and to ourselves and to our board as well. Well, what all this does, this all leads to building a brand new city within a city. Gurgaon city was conceptualized many decades back. You all know the story, the legacy. We are now envisioning a brand new city within a city, and the city which is in the making. Some quick glimpses I'll share with you of what development is taking place at the ground level in terms of basic infrastructure. Sector roads, Chinan avenues, pathways, extremely well-lit streets during the night as well. We already have speed measures in place, speed cameras in place, cat eyes in place to ensure traffic flows smoothly and is well managed and measured. Again, some glimpses of the project taking shape. And this is also done for the point that, when you take your customers to the site, as many customers would want to see the location first, they get the same world-class experience which they get accessing any of our existing projects, whether in DLF 5 or anywhere else in India. We want to ensure they have good access to our projects, and approach the projects with the same experiences. So images of a construction site and the landscaping already done in the place. A new address in the city and in nature too. With this, I'd like to call upon DLF's Joint Managing Director and Chief Business Officer, Mr. Akash Oli, on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, am I audible at the back? Okay, great. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. This is the trilogy. This is the third phase of the already existing phenomenal ecosystem that we have built and that we are building. This is the first time after DLF 5 that you have a contiguous piece of land that a community is going to live in. What is most important for you is, of course, the price, which I'm going to come to. Why I'm saying this to you is because real estate is not built overnight, nor was Rome. It takes time, but do you have the right inputs, the right attributes to do what? There's only going to be a select few of people who are going to be part of it. And the hard work that you all have done in the previous launches, today I'm going to break that up and show you what is the quality of people that you brought in. You'll be yourself surprised and happy, and of course guaranteed to a point that now a Privana juggernaut is on. Only at every station there's going to be somebody better than the last who's going to join. The friends and family references are phenomenal. As much as we try to contain this story, the more it comes out. You all are aware that we've tried to keep quiet as much as we can for compliance reasons. Today, I'd like to unveil and talk about it as much as I can, and therefore from tomorrow onwards, let it go to not only in NCR or in Gurgaon particularly, but right through the country and throughout the country and of course rest of the world. The most important aspect of a community or of a project is its community. I've stressed on this, I built it myself, and I completely give credit to our people who make these phenomenal communities like-minded and kind of take ownership and build it from where it is. Today when we talk about prices, a lot of you I see today who even sold DLF 5 at 900 rupees or 1100 rupees a square foot. In 20 years, you are selling at 2 lakh rupees a square foot. Now, no matter what we do, no matter how much effort we put in, and even if we distribute gold biscuits, nothing can be sustainable till the community takes ownership and they build it from scratch. This is what has happened in most of the DLF condominiums and communities, and this is what is going to, well, unveil at the Privana. Now, if you see this, ladies and gentlemen, very important graph for all of you. There are about 1900 discerning families already as part of the Privana community. They are all visionaries, they are all global citizens, they are all people who arrived, they've done very well for themselves. That's the kind of community that we built and that you have helped us build. That's the kind of people that we put together and create a phenomenal set of people that has already formed the fundamental base of the Privana today. A very dynamic ecosystem, something where the good people are attracting and are also, it's like a member get member, are referring and in fact in this particular phase also starting tomorrow I'm told that there is a phenomenal amount of interest within our existing community. We have, as you see, every aspect is so beautifully covered. First time the tallest residential towers ever in the DLF, from the DLF stable. Again, a very phenomenal, very spectacular facade of the Privana North. Still plus 50 stories. And this is a new feature that we've all been talking about, and it's an all glass facade. And this is how it's going to look like during day, where it's going to shimmer, and of course at night. But this is something that DLF is doing for the first time. So not only is Privana North technologically very superior, and of course with every aspect of it, it's a new product, it's a new evolution, but it is also aesthetically one of the most swanky buildings residential buildings that Gurgaon has seen so far. "50 floors, this is a brief synopsis of where we are. Again, some very interesting facets I'm going to discuss with you. Experience, which is elevated, of course. Why is it elevated? You've got, more elevation. You've got green areas merging with certain lobbies, which I'm going to show you. We've got deck sizes of 12 feet and above. Again, something that if I blink and miss, sometimes I feel, am I part of the Dahlia's presentation or am I doing the Privana North? Very radiant, beautiful glass facades, 2 apartments per core. I'm going to show you some of these things which have intrigued me more than anything else, is how we've integrated the lobbies with nature, or what we are actually putting and trying to do with these amazing areas which are going to be integrating with your lobbies. Again, a first futuristic design like of which India has not seen so far. So it's not only about the price that you're waiting for. Please give this a little more time to understand the kind of product that is coming your way. It is one of its kind. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to explain to you. Please take your time. Our teams will be going to integrate almost, if you see these solariums, if I can call them, within the system that kind of works with the entire ecosystem. Cafes, certain play areas for children, certain areas where breakout areas for people to sit down and be part of. This is not a commercial building with I'd say F&B, but this is your own private lobby. So you can actually come down, sit down, and be part of this. Daycare, creche. You're in the midst of nature. So what we've tried to do in the Privana North is we've tried to bring everybody together. We've tried to get the whole story together and more inclusive with nature. This I already spoke about, introducing double core. Again, something that we talked about in super luxury so far in DLF, but this is the first time that something like this is coming. This itself is a luxury element. Elevators obviously have to be high speed and all, but we're just adding these things for you. Amazing panoramic views. 1,152 apartments, 4 bedrooms. I'm just showing you this layout. A lot of you people have been asking us, but I just want you to spend just a minute on this. Just see how this thing is being laid out. And if this is not spacious, and if this is not something that your customers are going to enjoy and cherish, I don't know what is. Because this is almost akin to super luxury. Look at these decks, look at the central areas, look at the common areas. This is a phenomenal layout, very spacious, and something that I think people are going to enjoy being part of. Again, some glimpses. Penthouses, this time, are even more grander. The penthouses here are almost through as far as the viewing is concerned. So it's going to be very exclusive, very private, and they're going to have access to both sides, east and west. Again, a very phenomenal design, something that only a few people are going to enjoy, but that is something that is also pretty good. Some images that if we can show you, these are just very basic images. But again, just to show you the expanse, the inclusion of the lifestyle kitchen and what it's going to do for you and how it's going to integrate. So we took a lot of feedback from our super luxury customers, from our luxury customers, from our people who have been around and who've done business with us, who've lived in our communities. Privana is a result of a lot of surveys. It's a culmination of a lot of feedback, actual feedback. Amazing. Look at this. 12 feet wide decks, where a lot of you people deal in Aralias and Magnolias. Please tell me, with this kind of offering, where are we taking the next level of luxury living to? As you know, not only COVID, but even after, before also, but more the road that takes you to the Privana North. this is what it is. This is as is. This is not a computer generated image. A lot of people do a lot of things, but what have we done? We've created something first for our customers. We want to give them the confidence that we are on our way. As Gaurav had mentioned to you, both the west and south are in advanced stage of construction. That itself should give you the strength to go back to your customers and tell them what it is. So again, what I'm trying to do today with you, I'm giving you the talking points, I'm giving you everything that is important for your customers to know, so that it is not fluff or faff that we are doing. It is not some animated videos or designs that we are showing. It is what we are known to do. You should be happy, your customers should be happy, and I'm sure we'll be happy after that. So what is important is that you have been part of the previous 2 very successful launches, and we are going to be doing something again. We are hopefully going to continue the story even further and try and better us and create one of the most memorable residential communities that India is going to talk about. Okay, give you a small piece of people who are behind the scenes. HB Design from Singapore. Everybody tries to better the other person, so I'll run past this as our master planners. The Inside International, Abu Dhabi, for landscape design. Again, very spectacular design this time. Subhana Jurang is a very well-known Singapore-based company which is going to do the urban traffic management. Thornton, which is in New York, which is the structure and engineering. Lira is structural proofing from New York. Privana North is going to have a price difference